Happy Friday to her.
Happy Friday, Consuela.
I was this close to saying Happy New Year. Because we're so festive right now. But it's Friday, which means it's time to fliff.
Yes, it is.
And so we are not in one of our solar point areas. We're actually in a skybox on our home sim that actually I rezzed as paying homage to the club we met in.
Yes.
And this little alcove you had done up as a birthday place for me because my RL birthday was back in May. And why don't you explain your thought process here and what you did?
Oh, sure. So we, we just kind of left the space because it was a very nice spot. And I was like, well, we're going to be doing kind of a New Year's based fliff because this is the last fliff before the new year. It's the last fliff of 2022. So figured this was a good party spot to go to, especially because we had, themed our outfits around the kind of New Year's colors of gold, black, and white. So, and the room was already kind of that way. And as we were redecorating a little bit, you reminded me that for the 50, we got a DRD party set.
That's right. So how much of that set did you actually res out? Because this was already set up as kind of a festive area anyway. So how many of the DRD bits did you put out?
So I put out all of the table decor is scattered around. So it's got a bunch of champagne flutes and confetti cannons and things. Those are intended to just be one decor per table because they come with a little round table that you can put some high chairs around. But we have big long tables, so I just decided to put them up around here.
It looks great.
Also,
I'm gonna push it on the table.
Yeah, the Happy New Year balloons in the back. Not the arch.
No, but the ones that say Happy New Year.
Yes. The very loud disco lights.
You had fun putting those up.
I did. And
they do make a nice addition to this room, I gotta say.
I think so. And those streamers on the walls, which I thought looked nice to kind of break up the flat surface.
Yeah, I agree. And if it was me, I think I might have res 2 more on either side to fill up the wall. But I tend to do things a bit much because I think the way you have them is like a nice accent for the wall.
I think so.
You did a nice job with that.
Now I did not use, but it does come with floor glitter, but I did not use it because I like the glowy floor glitter that we already had in this space. So that's all the DRD bits that I used.
Okay. And how about what you're wearing? Are you wearing any fliff designers today?
I am wearing the butterscotch pea coat and scarf, as well as butterscotch chinos for my pants.
Very nice.
Wearing some boots from Braun, who I haven't seen since the 150 event.
Okay.
Braun, come back.
We need men's stuff. Lots and lots of it.
Yep. And I think that... Oh, and I still am wearing my Winter Sky earrings from Andor, but have colored them not so wintry.
Yep. I've done similar.
Yep. And that's the extent of my fliff bits.
Now, you were telling me before we started that you were feeling kind of silly about the balloons, and then I encouraged you to keep them. Why were you feeling silly about the balloons? Because we were talking about both wearing the year like I have from Ladybird, but then you went in this direction. So what inspired you to go with balloons?
Actually, it was just that I was looking for 2023 New Year kitsch, like stuff that you could put in the hairband. I
love it. Kitsch.
And
it's a great word.
Or 2023 glasses. Now, these balloons actually come with glasses, but I did not like them. So I just stuck with the balloons.
The balloons are great.
Yeah.
So then for me, I am loving the Stealthic hair, so I just kept it on.
Yeah,
because
it looks great.
As I've run into, like I said when I was first talking about going salt and pepper, that a lot of my hairs are brown. I just either buy brown or the variety pack, which may not have your salt and pepper. So I'm going to have to reinvest in some of my favorite hairs to get them in salt and pepper or the black and white pack. But I didn't feel like fussing, and I really like this hair from yesterday, so I kept it on. I went and got my Ladybird 2023 headband, and it came with glitter, that face glitter that we saw on our friend.
Yep.
So I was like, I
looks so good.
All about it. I do have my Vichy party shadow on. Remember the Vichy eyeshadow, the really like glittery? That's what I have on.
Nice.
I did keep the earrings just like you did, but I colored them to mine, which was more of a golden black. And then I have the dress by Loki that we picked up yesterday. And then I wanted some more gold in my outfit. And because this dress doesn't really have like a gold or a yellow to it for me to do, because you can accent the trim and the bow, which would have been nice in like a gold. But it didn't, that's not an option on the dress. So I was like, you know what? LuluB has like auras and things and glitter that you can wear. So I pulled out this one. I forget what it's called right now. You'll have to cam it or click on it for me. I want to say sparkle. It's golden
sparkling. Sparkling golden.
Sparkling golden. And when I put it on, I mean, you liked it and everything, but what did you say to me after I had it on for a bit?
I said it's begging to rotate.
So I rezzed it out, and you put in a little rotation script. And I love it. I love the way it makes it twinkle. It's perfect.
Yeah, I do too.
So I was already feeling this golden sparkle from LuluB, and then you just added that little extra bit. So
yeah, I think I love it as well.
I'm also wearing, let's see what else I have. As always, I have my Alt 3 on. I put my birthday effects back on so I could have that party shine. Lips are not Alt 3. I did change that for another designer because I wanted kind of a glossy lip. And so then there's the nails. The nails are also Vichy. These, I forget what these ones are called right now without looking in my inventory, but they were the ones that were out with the frosted windows. I don't know what they're called. Okay. Party Sparkle or something like that. But they were available at the last round of FLF.
That's right.
Then I still have my Yummy ring on, which I have now recolored to be gold and black.
It's such a versatile ring.
I love this ring. And then I have the Equal shoes from the 50. And I put on some stockings. And these stockings are from Lunar, but that's not a FLF designer. But Lunar is a brand that I rather enjoy. So, and of course, I still have my quirky glass horns on because I'm really feeling these.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I think I covered everything, right? Did I miss anything? Were you able to figure out the name of the nails without me going into my inventory to look?
I can't select them.
Okay,
for some reason,
I will look it up and I'll tell people when we get to the next stop. But
okay. And we also do have these drinks from Chic Chica.
Yeah, Chic Chica is also not a FLF designer, but
I know
they come from that little champagne. What is that? It's a floaty, right? That would go in a pool.
Yep.
But you put it down on the floor.
Yeah, it's actually set up that it'll float if it's on like water level and stuff. But I just threw it there.
It's a dispenser, which is cool because I was concerned because you took our thumbnail picture and I was like, I want to hold a drink too, but it's going to ruin my pose. And you're like, well, it offers you which hand. And I'm like, that's cool. I love options, when people give you an option. It's not you just get to hold that in your right hand. No, give me choices. So, so that's great. Are you ready for me to bring up the Seraphim website?
I sure am.
All right, let's take a look, see what Anna Banana has to say today. Anna Banana, let's see. She has christened this 50 Linden Fridays wraps up this year perfectly. Well said. So well said, Anna Banana. I think everyone on the FLF crew would agree with you.
Yes.
And it looks like from when she posted up, there might be, looks like 3 designers that might be MIA. Banana Banshee, Ghoul, and Vinyl. So just
Okay.
keep that in mind when you're pulling us around. And then we've got all the little snapshots. And you're going to tell me how many sponsors we have today.
We have just one sponsor, which is Offline.
Offline. Very good. They had cool shoes at the 50.
Yeah.
Which I could have put on, but I was really feeling these platforms. I really wanted to do these. And they're
Yeah.
not flat. When I was putting them on, I thought they were going to be a flat foot fit. Nope, they're low, which is nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, I guess on Reborn they're called low, but like a Slink or whatever we'll call it, maybe Kitten, the kitten foot, which is just the barely up off the ground.
Just a little arch.
Oh, I love that. You know, I love when the designers make the other shoe, the foot shapes, besides flat and high or ouch or whatever they call it on the other bodies.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep.
all right, so I'm going to put Seraphim website away. What, if anything else, do you want to tackle before we get into this?
I think we're good. I think we have done a little bit of story time about this space and our outfits, and we should get this show on the road.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. You have equipped me with cake and champagne, and now we're ready to fliff. It's like, here,
right.
take this before we leave. And I'm like, sure. So, yeah, I've got cake, and I've got festive champagne. I love the lights on it.
I do too.
And they're
That
both
looks really good.
Chica.
Yes, they are.
So, of course they are. And I love the hold, because sometimes Chica holds don't work with me, but this looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's a nice wide hold.
It is. Good job, Chica. But we are at Offline, our first sponsor. And you told me there's 2 items, so I don't want to miss that.
Yes, there's one to our left, one to our right.
All right. So where are we going to start first?
Let's start with the outfit that's nearest to you.
All right. This is the Honey set. It fits
Yes.
Maitreya, Freya, Hourglass, Legacy, Cupra, and Reborn. And it looks like you can buy them individually by color for 50 London. And there's a fat pack. And how much is that to her?
It's 1,300.
1,300. And then off to the other side, we have the May boots. Freya, Maitreya, Hourglass, Legacy, Cooper, Reborn. These are fun. They're kind of poofy.
Yeah, that's very different.
It is. I'm all about it. I'm gonna get these.
Absolutely.
So 50
And-
Linden per color, and the fat pack is how much?
1,300 also.
Okay. And were you gonna say something else? I felt like I cut you off.
I was gonna say, it looks like those would work very well with the honey set. That might be intentional.
I think it is. They definitely same color palette, which is not unusual for a designer to do. Because obviously to make their things in similar color palettes. But yeah, they definitely seem like they'll go together.
Yep.
So this is a fun look. So I'm gonna definitely pick this up.
Excellent.
All right, are we ready to go?
We are.
All right, Tour. I don't need to ask you where we are. I know full well where we are, and we're at Ananas. And what is
That's
happening
right.
here?
Well, you can become a gingerbread person.
That is adorable.
I like this.
I am wondering, because we've had the issue with Ananas about me not being able to fit my curvy self in. And
Well, that's true only if you're actually trying to show your body, which...
oh,
the other
true.
ones-
Completely alpha.
Yeah.
Good
totally alpha.
point. You just deflated what I was going to say, because I was going to tease you about me needing to work out to fit into this outfit.
Yeah, nope.
No working out required. All you need is to alpha your body parts. You know how convenient that would be in real life to be able to do? It's just like, if anyone asks you, like, what if you had a superpower, what would it be? And everyone likes to say invisible, and then there's something to be said about that. But me, it's teleportation, absolutely. The ability to teleport from one place to the other, I absolutely love. I would love to be able to do that as a superpower.
That would be interesting.
What would be your superpower? Have I ever asked you this?
I don't think you have.
Okay. And what comes to mind for you?
I think probably being able to persuade people.
Oh, the power of persuasion.
Yes.
I think you're very persuasive already.
Yes. But having it as an actual, like, supernatural ability would be...
Is that different than mind control?
It's similar.
Uh-huh.
So with persuasion, you would be convincing them of something, and they would internalize it as their own thought. Whereas mind control, you're basically actively controlling their thoughts.
Yeah.
So it is a subtle distinction, but it is a distinction.
True. I felt like there was a distinction there. So
Yeah.
I also want to put this out to our community, because we do have very active commenters, and I'd be very curious from hearing from our community, if you were to choose a superpower, which one would it be and why? Feel free to put that in the comments. I'm very curious. But here we are at Ananas. I'm absolutely buying this so that you and I can parade around as gingerbread people and pose in fun ways like they are in the vendor photo.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
adorable. Yep, so 50 Linden each. I don't think there's a fat pack anywhere, right? It's just 50. There's a difference. There's 3 of them here that I see.
I think only the 2 are for Flip.
So the one with the green eyebrows and the green buttons closest to you?
It's 60.
Oh, okay.
But
so you have 2 choices of more of a non-gendered, possibly male, I don't know, ginger person.
Yes.
With the green accents or the purple, or you have one that's made out to be feminine, but guys wear pink and bows too, so no genders here.
Yeah.
You have 3 choices. 2 of them are 50 Linden, one has a bow, and the other one is discounted at 60 Linden, so you've got choices. There you go. No genders. I dug myself out of that hole. All right, are we ready?
Yes, we are.
All right, tour. It looks like we're at Banana Banshee.
It is Banana Banshee.
So there's an item available. They're not MIA.
Yeah, that's why we always check, because sometimes the vendor, maybe it's time zones, but they get it up a little bit later on Friday.
Yep.
So
they have Holly. So you can get this set of 6 eyes. This one's sparkly too. It's not the one from the Flifty, right? No, it's next to each other. Oh, that's convenient. All right, so you've got Heather and you've got Holly. And the difference
is the hues that are available, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks very close, but I see some subtle differences for sure.
Yeah, it's similar concept, but the Holly, there's definitely some more vibrant blues going on. There's a brighter green. Yeah, looks like it's a little bit brightened up for Holly.
Okay. So for 50 Linden, you can get all 6 of the Holly eyes, correct?
That is correct.
And that's a deal. So if you're in the market for some eyes, there you go.
Absolutely.
All right. Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
We have a new friend.
Yep.
I don't know what her name is because all my interface is off, and that's okay because, part of me doesn't want to call people out because, Tylie is like, I don't want to include people in my videos if they don't want to be included. And I'm like, fuck that. They're in my way. They're right here. But I'm not calling people out. She's lovely. Yeah. It's when the way she walked in made me want to make sure I had my move lock on because I hate being pushed and I don't have my dildo sword handy to like whack people when they come on too close. So, bye. See, she didn't like the sound of that. She's like, no dildo sword for me. Thank you very much. So, but
that's right.
Our new friend has left and now we can see clearly, not that she was in the way, but now we can focus on the item, which is the butterscotch item, which is what, Tor? I'll let you talk about it because it's a man thing.
So we've got the Poseidon tank top and the Poseidon trident pendant. So you can get the tank top. It's a striped or solid black, which I'm happy to get. And this is a rigged pendant, which we as men don't get too often. So
yeah, that's good. I can see it fits you. I see Jake on there, Legacy and Gianni for the shirt and the necklace. That's great.
Yeah, so I'm absolutely getting both of these, and any of our male viewers, get yourself a rigged pendant here. So.
And so I'm looking at the options down at the bottom. So it's, you said it was rigged or solid, so it's a 2-in-1, and then all the colors of the pendant. So you've got some options.
Yeah, which looks like all colors is 5, which is, that's a good spread of colors.
It makes me think of all bodies.
I know.
And
Me too.
you were thinking that, right? All colors, 5. That's fair. All bodies being what, 2? Maybe
It's
not.
2, sometimes 3.
Maybe 3. There's more than that, but yeah.
And I just want to give a call to Butterscotch. If you make more of this rigged man jewelry, I'm getting all of it. So, keep it up.
So make rigged men's jewelry and Tour will buy everything you make. That's the message here.
That's basically the message.
All right. Well, I think that could extend out further than Butterscotch. So
yeah.
Tour is interested. And, it really goes to say that there's just not enough of that for men.
There's not.
So I feel you. I know it's hard. And you do a damn good job for having much less options than I do.
Thank you.
So, all right. Are we ready to move on to the next?
We are.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Duckie.
And they have something called a matriarch headdress.
They do.
I'm going to pick this up, right? There's no doubt.
Absolutely.
As many people would know, and you sometimes, you wear the diadem you've been wearing, but we typically both wear crowns because, you gotta own that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta rock it, everybody should feel like a king or a queen, And so today I'm rocking the year instead of my tiara, but this matriarch headdress is amazing. I love the look of it. It's unrigged, multiple metal options, completely modify, tintable, etc. Easy resize, materials enabled. I love this so much, and you get all of it for 50 Linden.
Yeah, I love
That's a
the
steal.
patterning on it. That like floral imprinting on the metal.
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
It's not your typical crown, tiara, headdress, whichever. It's unique, and I like it a lot.
Very unique. Yeah.
So, well done, Duckie.
Yes.
All right.
Love it.
Any other commentary before I pick this up and we move along?
Nope.
Okay.
I fully agree with you on this.
Now, one other thought that popped to mind. It says matriarch, but it seems like it's rather unisex, right? Or is this style mostly for a matriarch instead of a patriarch?
I would think the
floral
printing is more speaking to matriarch, but I mean, you could rock it as a male for sure.
Of course. You can do anything.
Yeah.
No gender roles. You do you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm ready now.
All right.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Celeste.
And they have 2 offerings for us?
They do.
One's individual neon letters, which is always fun. Who would not want a set of neon letters? You could spell out all kinds of things.
And I want to punch in on what they mention here, which is that you can adjust the tint and glow to any color you want. You're not restricted to just this blue.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it says each letter is less than 1 land impact? You can have less than 1 land impact?
Yeah, what that means is when you link them together, if you have 5 letters, you might end up with like a 3 land impact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. And then below, we have the Stargazer Attic Skybox. That's lovely.
Yeah.
I don't see a teleport to go see it, though.
I don't either.
But I
I'm still
imagine...
kind of I imagine that it's, it's kind of smallish. It's only a 10 by 15 space, but that's enough to do, skybox stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the that they've got a fake, like, starry sky out there. Animated twinkle. That's fun.
You were going to say something else.
I was. I was going to say that Celeste loves these neon letters so much that that's actually what they have up on their sign there, where it says apparel, and on the other side it says accessories on the storefront.
I see that.
So
you can see them in use. Look at that.
Yeah, and that word apparel, it's only 4 land impact.
Nice. And that's
whereas
7 letters.
And accessories is 6 land impact, despite being 11 letters.
Wow.
So it's close to maybe 0.6 land impact per letter.
Nice.
Roughly.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Way to notice that. But I'm not surprised, because you click all over the place. You have to be so relieved that I'm back but you don't have to do the camera work.
Yeah, my camera's free.
You're
I can go everywhere.
My camera's free. I can click wherever I want, at what speed I want. I can lose myself and not know what store I'm in.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for you last week, but you pulled it off and you did really good. So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think it came together really well.
It did. So I'm gonna pick both of these up because they're both a deal. I mean, whenever I see a skybox, I have to pick it up because you never know when you need a skybox.
Yeah, and 50, yeah, you can't argue with that.
No, you can't argue with 50 Linden. And then 50 Linden for an alphabet of neon letters with very low land impact. It'd be silly to pass that up.
You would.
All right, are we ready to move on to the next?
Yes.
All right, Tour. I don't need to ask you where we are. I know. We're at the Chatterbox store.
That's right.
Otherwise known as Commoner.
Commoner.
All right. They've been filling in the black boxes at the bottom, so there's some new Chatterboxes. But these are New Year and past, present, future. I will have to check if I have these.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have these or not.
Because
they sound familiar.
They do. So I might. But if you don't already have Chatterboxes, you should totally get them. They're fun. You can always whip them out at a party, at a DJ set, wherever. And they tend to be pretty fun to engage with. So I always enjoy them. And
yeah, they're a great little icebreaker.
Yeah.
You did go through the entire list.
I did.
A few weeks ago.
Because I've had them, because, as I've mentioned before, I've straddled avatars over time. And so I had like half of my collection on one avatar, half of my collection on the other. And I just got irritated. So I just rebought them all on this one. And that's the price of having alts. You end up buying stuff more than once. But anyway, yes, I will check. But if I don't, I'm absolutely picking this up.
Okay.
All right. Anything else before we move on?
Nope, that's all.
All right, Tour. I know where we're at because I'm familiar with the store. Elikatira.
Elikatira.
And what do we have today?
A tank top, of course.
What?
I know.
I'm like, it's a long braid. No, it's not.
I'm as surprised as you are.
It's a picnic tank for Legacy, Lara, and Reborn. Hey, Reborn. And you buy and you get all 8 of these colors? Or are they individual?
Yes, you get all 8 of these colors, all for 50 Linden.
Okay.
They are recommending the denim skirt by Tetra.
Okay. Very good.
Or the jeans by Trebla.
Okay. That's great.
So I think you should try it just because I'm curious what Elikatira clothing
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick this
like.
up for sure. 50 Linden, it's in my size. Why not?
Yeah.
So surprise. Not expecting that from Elikatira, but I love a surprise.
Out. All right.
Okay, I will pick these up. And is Friday next?
No, they are not.
Okay, so we're not walking over to Friday from here.
No walking today.
Okay. All right, are we ready then?
Yes.
All right, Tour. We are at Glam Affair.
We are.
And we have a skin called Claudia.
Yeah.
And it looks like, you get it in all the skin tones at the bottom, right? Milk,
yes,
fair, ivory, sand, beige, honey, caramel, flower, gold, and almond. And all Glam Affair colors, I assume, not velour colors?
I believe that's Glam Affair colors, yeah. That's 10 colors.
Yeah, that's a lot.
For 50 Linden.
That's a bit, for people like you and I who have been in SL for as long as we have, to get that many skin tones for a Glam Affair skin for 50 Lindens is mind-blowing. And especially someone is like me who's been in modeling, where when I started up in modeling, they were like, one of the things, because you want to be unique, right? And one of the things they told us was as a new person, as a new student, don't get Glam Affair. Everyone wears Glam Affair. So I had to go everywhere else to look. So, but Glam Affair, and I'm not saying that to slight them. It's because it was then and still is very popular because it's quality skin. So
I mean, every time we come here on Fliff, it's very crowded around here. People love Glam Affair.
Yep. Yep. So.
And maybe you're someone who has just gotten in on getting the LuluB head, which is still technically going on.
Yeah.
And you need a skin for it.
Is it till today or tomorrow?
I think it's till tomorrow.
I don't know. We're out of touch on that one.
Deal is ending soon, though.
It is, because I think it was the 20th to the 30th or the 31st. I don't remember.
I think it was to the 31st, but I'm not positive on that.
Yeah, but lots of people have covered it on the vlogs and stuff, so I'm sure people have the details on that. But,
so you can get yourself a skin for it for 50 Linden.
That's amazing. So, all right.
Woo.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
All right, Tour. I can tell we're at Heaux.
Heaux
has a skin. And what's it called?
Kimi.
Oh, that's cute. Kimi looks adorable.
Kimi comes in icy or porcelain.
Oh, 50 Linden each?
50 Linden each. These are velour colors.
You knew that was going to be the follow-up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. So again, if you're, like you said before, you're taking part in all the free head going around.
And you need a skin for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Here you go.
It's another great option.
I got you covered. Very good. All right. Are we ready for the next?
Yes.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Hilted.
And they have Little Hammy Pack?
Little Hammy Pack.
Oh my goodness.
Chubby little hamsters.
What is it holding? What is it holding? I want to say it looks like a biscuit.
Yeah.
The way they're holding it made it look like a dog biscuit to me, but as I push in, I know that's not a dog biscuit. It's just a little morsel of something.
Yep.
Those are adorable.
So, they are.
So you get, what, 4 colors?
Yep.
All in
4
one
different
pack.
little woodland critter colors.
Yep, and you can sprinkle them around, being all cute.
Yes.
Yeah, that's adorable.
It is.
And this is their wall of deals, isn't it?
Yeah, this is their wall of 50 Linden winter deals.
Uh-huh. So, happy weekend. They have... The vendor just went fuzzy on me. And it looks like...
they have a chameleon. That
you say chameleon?
Hold on. Chameleon, you're correct. I don't know why I said chameleon.
I'm like, wait, excuse me? Is that like a Florida pronunciation? Chameleon?
No. So it'll hold on to your finger there.
Like you just brushed past it. Like, let it go, Lala. Moving on. Actually, you wouldn't call me Lala. You call me Consuela. Okay. Consuela. Oh, and then they have their Mary Hilted, which they had out before. And I think the rest they had out before. Because, that's familiar.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So, little hammies. They're cute. Get them for your yard. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Junbug.
And they have a lovely gown. That doesn't fit me.
It's for Maitreya.
Maitreya, yeah. And
it is lovely. For Christmas colors. Yeah, it's lovely.
So green or red. And that's really, really pretty. So
it is.
Yep. So there you go. 50 Linden each. Lovely dress. All my Lara girls need to run over here and grab that.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Are we ready?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Lock&Tuft.
And they have 2 things for us today?
They do, yes.
A heart dongle and Nick's hair. All right.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on this heart dongle?
So I wouldn't wear it, but I do think it's a cute item. They do have a demo video down there at the bottom, which I just took a look at. It animates cutely. It wobbles around in 4 different ways and is kind of expressive to convey different moods, like happy, lonely, shy. I forget what the last one is. So yeah, it's kind of cute.
So do you buy it in those 2 color packs, like blue? You get black and blue for 50 and red and white for 50?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. That makes me think a little bit of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Except, they had like double on a headband.
Yeah.
But I think where I got hung up is the word dongle. I'd have to Google it for the definition, but I always associated that with like that little piece that you need to connect your Apple device to something. It's usually called a dongle. That's what I'm familiar with that term from.
That's the way I only know of it as well. Is some sort of device that you connect to have your thing connect to another thing. Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like that's unique to Apple then. Like, that's the first time I'd ever heard that word, was when someone was referencing it. Like, I needed to, like, I had an Apple, like a MacBook.
Definitely not unique to Apple. It's been around pretty much since any wireless mice have been around.
Huh. Well, the first time I ever heard it was when I owned an Apple, and I had never heard that word before. So. Yeah.
And it's also commonly for like a VPN dongle if you have like a hardware key.
Okay.
So you'll plug that in, and that'll actually give you the ability to connect to a VPN or just different things.
Interesting.
But in this case, maybe they're saying that you put it on and it'll help you connect to someone else.
Aw, that's great.
Landed it.
That was very good, Tor.
Oh gosh.
And the other is a hair.
Yes.
And it's Nix unisex, and you can get the fat pack for 50 Linden. That's amazing.
Yep.
So it's unisex hair.
Yes.
And
it's not one that I think I would wear.
Why not?
A bit too smooth.
Too smooth. I was like, it's got messy bits.
It does have messy bits. It's too smooth for me, though.
I might get a dongle because I'm curious.
Yeah.
And you know that hair is too flat and too short for me, even with a little bit of mess.
Yep.
So, all right. Are we ready to go?
Yep, we are.
All right, Tor. I know that we're at LuluB, and I love it.
Yeah.
And so here at LuluB, we have, is it a pendulum at the bottom?
Yes.
And what is she calling it? It's just, well, I don't know what I know it's a pendulum. I don't know what she's named it.
Every time you touch it, it will give you a random prediction. Interesting.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like I have this, so I'll have to check, but if I don't, I'll pick it up for sure. And then above it, we have interactive gun.
Yes.
And it's just glitter. the one.
Yeah, it's just the pink
in the
one.
Square. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's fun. I want to shoot glitter at people. I'm gonna get one of those.
Yes. So one you can shoot glitter, and one they both play sounds and stuff, and have some poses associated with them. So yeah, those look like fun items.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick those up, and then we're good to go, right?
Yes.
All right, Tor. I can tell by the sounds, because it's very loud here at Modulus with all the ocean and animals of the ocean. But we're at Modulus. And I even have my sounds down, and you know it. So I can only imagine what these sounds are like for you, because I think you have your sounds up louder than I do.
Yes, it's very, very loud.
Yes. So we're at Modulus, and I was surprised that they have so many hairs available. So we see 2 for 50 Linden Fridays, but then I was like, what is this? We got 2 for Saturday sale, and we have 1 for TMD weekend sale. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So give me your commentary, Tor.
All right. So Raphael and Tariq, the 2 for FLF. Unfortunately, I don't really care for shaved sides of the head. So
I personally was thinking they're not voluminous enough, because you have some volume to your hair too.
Yes, I do. And that is part of it. So while they're fine styles, they're not really for me. I am going to try Archer. I know it's a little shorter on the sides, and it is a little shorter in general. But
is it for hats?
It could be, maybe.
Okay.
But I think it's one that I could maybe make work.
Okay.
And I'm definitely going to swing by the men's department and get the Sadiq hair. I think that one looks
I think you can't get this one here. It's the weekend sale.
Can I? Oh, yeah, I guess I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not the TMD event. It's their TMD weekend.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I need to start sneaking by that. Yeah. Okay, well, I got those. So.
That's great. I'm always happy for you when you find something, because again, like I said earlier,
and the Modulus hairs and the Modulus hairs that I have chosen to get, like a lot of them, they're not my style, but the ones that I have gotten that are my style, I've been very happy with. So,
yeah,
Modulus makes good hairs.
They do. And I have to ask, because before me, your hair, you were into big, like, I don't want to say big hair, but I know you like a messy hair.
Yep.
So this preference of yours has just been long-standing, even pre-Lala, right?
Yeah, I mean, that existed even in First Life. I prefer to have more hair. When I was a fair bit younger, I used to grow my hair out on the regular extensively so that I could donate it to Locks of Love, which, produces wigs and stuff for people who are undergoing chemo or other things that cause their hair to be not available. So, so I had some pretty crazy long hair at times, and I guess, I don't know, I just got used to it.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the next?
Yes.
All right, Tour. I can tell we're at Pixicat.
Pixicat.
And they have a lot for 50 Linden Friday. They have like a 3-piece set. Right?
Yes.
Juliet, Violet, and Alex. And I was bummed because on the side it says Maitreya, Legacy, Hourglass, and Freya. But I also know I can't trust that because it's not always accurate. And you have verified that there's something interesting going on here.
Yeah, so it appears that they have the pants available for Reborn, but none of the rest of it is. So I do think that they're correct to list the bodies they correct. But if for some reason you just want the pants, they do support a Reborn.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because you would think, I'm assuming Violet's the top. And you would think that Violet would be in Reborn as well if the pants are in Reborn.
You would think that. You would be wrong. But you could think that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to buy it because 50 Linden is a good price for pants.
It's true.
So I'll definitely do that. And maybe if you buy the full up version, because you're looking at the demo, you don't buy the full version because why are you going to waste Lindens like that? But maybe in the full version, you get the top as a Reborn.
I mean, it's possible
I'll let you know.
that they'll update it for that too.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is a fair price for pants. It is just in this color, but yeah, those are fun.
They're festive pants.
They are. I think that this person up front is rocking them.
Oh.
With the gold top is rocking the pants.
I see.
I'm pretty sure those are they.
Yeah, those are they. Aw.
Yeah.
And that's the top from the outfit?
I don't think so.
I think it is without the bow tie.
Yep.
She doesn't have the shirt on underneath. See, that looks great.
It does.
I love that. I want the top to be Reborn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to buy it and find out. But that looks great.
Yeah, she must have gotten a colored version.
Well, she looks like she's in demos.
Oh, yeah. So the demo might have other options.
And I don't know why. Well, it's upside down on the other side. The back of the demo is funny. But anyway, I'm going to pick this up and we'll figure out what's going on.
Excellent.
All right. Very good. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, Tour. I'm sincerely asking where we are because I was like, where are we? Because I see shoes and I see candy and I'm confused.
We're at Rain.
Rain. Because I was like, are we at junk food? Are they on the list? Because what is this? It's like gum on the roll or whatever it's called. Bubble tape. And, I intentionally don't get these in real life because I would try to put all that gum in my mouth at once. I'm that person. Like I need my gum portioned out to me. I can't just. I'm also terrible with Tic Tacs.
Well, I mean, I would not really help with portioning it. So.
No, you wouldn't. But like I said, when there's like this, I don't know. It's a whole other story. Like I said, Tic Tacs and anything on a rope or a string or like anything like that. It's just nope. I'm gonna try to put as much of it in my mouth as possible.
Perfect.
Anyway, that's not the flip item. It's this boot. It's a boot, right? What are they calling it? Because the vendor is a bit fuzzy. Kiki boot?
Calling it the Kiki platform boots.
Oh, and if it's Legacy, Reborn, Cupra, Maitreya, Hourglass, Beliza, Freya, and Gen X. That's a lot of sizes.
It is.
I like the cutouts in this boot. That's how come I'm like, it's a shoe, it's a boot, it's a boot.
Yeah, I like the cutouts.
I like these a lot. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so then for 50 Linden, you get all those colors in there.
Correct.
That's fantastic.
With metal options and everything else.
That's a great deal. I'm sold.
Yeah, those are great. Perfect.
Definitely encourage it.
And it does say that they are usually 400 lindens.
Wow.
So you're getting these for 50.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pick those up, and I might grab some bubble tape as well.
I also have to call it out because I can't help it. There's a gal over here who's rocking the Elikatira top.
Elikatira top.
She
with the backpack? And the white?
Backpack,
oh, yep. She just left before I could get my cam on her.
But yes, that was the Elikatira top.
Gotcha.
She got a little camera shy.
Yeah. Is this girl in front wearing the same dress as me? No. No, it's different.
Yeah.
She needs longer arms. Her arms are not proportionate. It bothers my eyes. But that's okay. Anyway. All right. Are we ready for the next?
We are.
All right, to our C, you have found us a wall of deals.
Yes, we're at Rosary.
That was my follow-up question. All right, so
yes.
Rosary has a lot going on here, and you have previously directed me where to find the fliff because you said it was a bit of work for you.
We'll start there, but I think it's worth kind of looking at the wall as a whole. But yeah, let's start at the fliff items.
Okay, so yeah, that item is particularly a little still fuzzy to me, but I can tell it's a little cocktail dress. It's coming in.
It is.
2 colors, silver and black.
Yes, and it's got like a sheer with glittery bits for the cutouts.
And who does it fit?
It fits for Lara, Legacy, Reborn with a Juicy option, and Cupra.
Okay, that's lovely. And I'm interested. I'll pick those up.
For sure.
And where do you want me to direct my eyes next? There's so much here.
Let's start nearest to us and just go to the right from there.
Okay. So party hats and stuff?
Party hats and champagne
Aww.
and like a disco ball snack cake pop. What is that?
Let's see.
It looks like it's supposed to be an hors d'oeuvre of some kind, but it also looks metallic, so I'm confused.
It might be a drink. It's a straw in there.
Oh, it's a straw, not a stick. Okay.
Yeah, that would hurt to chew on that, I think.
Yeah, but you see, it looked kind of like a cake pop.
I can see why you would think it's a cake pop.
Okay, I thought it was a cake pop. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, this wall is if you need to set up for the New Year's, they've got you covered.
Yeah.
So the next, they've got these shoes with the very spirally leg for Legacy, Maitreya, Reborn, Cupra.
These are fun.
They're the Chanel heels.
Yeah, that's fun. I would get these. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. Then we've got a top, like a little tube top member thing.
Yeah, but a warm one.
Yeah, very warm, fuzzy one.
Lara, Legacy, Reborn, Juicy, and Cupra.
Yeah, and they're calling that the Monica top.
That's fun.
Then we have a dress, which fits the same sort of bodies. Lara, Legacy, Reborn with Juicy, and Cupra. This one is called the Nye dress. That's lovely.
It is.
Very, very elegant.
It is.
And
I love the little accent piece at the breasts.
Yes, agreed. Very sparkly. Okay, so then we have some earrings, pearl earrings. And they appear, this looks unrigged, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
So it comes in these different metal colors. So that's fun. We have a crystal clutch bag and a very different crystal clutch bag. Both of them are called crystal clutch bag.
Very different.
One of them is very crystalline.
Right. I was gonna say spiky, but yeah, crystalline works. That works.
Very spiky, yes.
And then the last dress looks like you could be the disco ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Legacy, Koopa, Reborn, and Juicy Boobs. This is a fun one. I would get this too.
Yeah.
So much to be had.
Now I'm perplexed because they call this one the Nye dress as well. Huh. Okay, well,
Yeah.
they have 2 dresses called Nye. Nothing wrong with that.
And so the prices are all within 75 lindens, I assume, per color, depending on the sale. And then fat packs will vary.
Yeah, 75 is the highest price. Most things appear to be 60.
Or 50
fat
for
packs
full.
are going to vary. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely needs to come by Rosary and pick up some deals.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are doing exactly
Yeah, they
that.
are.
So.
I think this gal in front, is she wearing the dress? Yeah, she's wearing a demo.
Yeah, she is.
Ooh,
She's
it's got some sparkle action.
Yes, very sparkly.
I like a dress with some animation.
Fun. Yeah. All right. So, nice job getting people ready for the New Year's celebrations.
Yeah, you get
Rosary.
hooked up over here for sure.
Yeah.
Look, even Ruth came. Ruth is here. She needs a makeover for New Year's Eve. She came to the right place.
Yes.
It's a Ruth sighting. You don't see Ruth too often anymore.
No. All right.
Are you ready?
So, we are ready to roll on.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at This Is Wrong.
This is wrong, and they have several things out, but the 50 Linden Friday is Eve Lipstick 3D. That's different. I don't have any lipstick like that, so I'm gonna get that. But my question is it 50 for all the colors, or is it 50 per color?
All the colors.
And it fits Luca
Very
Evo
fancy.
X, so
Yes.
yeah, and I'll get that for sure.
Heck yeah.
And then
That's pretty great.
behind us they have Happy Weekend, which is animated cards, pose with pose and resizer.
So it looks like you just lift your finger and pop out a message or sparkles or
That's
something.
fun. Yeah.
They've got these down along the bottom.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And each of those is going to be 60 Linden.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You can do the countdown. Happy New Year or whatever. That's fun.
Fantastic.
Very good. Okay, are we all set?
We are.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Tori Torricelli.
Tori Torricelli. And is it the skirt? Is it both? A bodysuit and a skirt.
Yes, bodysuit and skirt.
Legacy Lara Freya. So, not surprised. That's usually how it is. So, you get the bodysuit for 50 and the skirt for 50.
Yes, it's a long sleeve bodysuit and kind of pre-fluffed skirt, which is kind of fun.
And they tell you up front there's no HUD inside, so you have no color choices. Right. This is what you get.
Yes.
All right, very good. Oh, who do we have here? What is she wearing? Oh, I was like, she's getting real up front. I won't go around too much because it looks like she is.
Yeah,
she's covered.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, but we're done here, right?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Tylie.
And what do they have for us today? Or you?
Well, they have this crewneck sweater in a gradient or a green sort of tie-dye.
Yeah. All right, what are your thoughts?
Well, I can always use another sweater thing in here, so I'm going to pick up the gradient, I think.
Okay. You're not a tie-dye sort of fella?
Well, I am if they actually get a little more colorful with it. Monotone tie-dyes makes me sad.
And you sound sad. I don't want a sad tour. Nobody wants that.
And for Happy Weekend, they've also got these cozy slippers. So
Oh, did you pick those up? Oh, they're
Yeah, I picked those
cute.
They do look cozy.
You would look great in those around the house.
Yep. So
That
I
and a
grabbed
pair of
the
Speedos.
so I grabbed the black variant of that.
I think you need all the variants of that, personally.
I may,
Uh,
but I can pick that up sometime if I
Yeah.
try these out and really like them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking those would go well with your pajamas.
Yes.
Picture down there. What does this gal have on? I came back and she's got a nice little, smart little outfit on.
Let's see. This is the Hime Dream Amelia outfit.
Oh, okay.
It is Maitreya.
Of course.
I don't know if it comes for other things. This is the owner of Hime Dream. So.
Oh.
Wait,
all right.
no. Never mind. No, I.
You take that back?
I take that back. I was clicking through things and thought I was checking her profile and
Uh-huh.
was actually checking the object's profile.
Yeah. She's got a smart little outfit on. So
She does. It's cute. Yeah.
yeah. Does she have like tights with flex on them, like glittery tights? That's
Yeah,
cute.
those are glittery tights, and now she's just lifted off
She's
the floor. Up.
trying to teleport somewhere she can't get into. Her
Yeah.
shoes are cute too. Anyway,
They
yeah,
are.
smart little look she's got on. All right.
Yeah,
Are we ready to go to the next?
we are.
All right, so we're contending with some orange clouds because I couldn't get a good angle, and I'm not
Yep.
Pylia, so I'm not de-rendering people. So there's a fair amount of people here at Vespertine because they want some mixed confetti.
Yes, they do.
So what is it? Resible? How many resible types? And
3 resible
Three
types,
resible types, 2 wearable push. So you put. Oh, you just push the confetti out. That's cute.
Yep.
So
And it
50 Linden
goes
each.
blasting everywhere. Yep. So I'm getting both of these because I think that's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. So I might be able to get a better angle over here on the side. Oh yeah, like you see, like 3-dimensional. Even I didn't realize the ad was 3-dimensional. I was cammed on it so straight that I thought
yeah.
it was a flat picture until I turned. That's creative.
Yeah.
Way
it
to
is.
put a vendor together. Gotta give him props for that.
Confetti just everywhere.
Yeah. All right, I'm down. I'll get that.
Yeah.
So is this penultimate or ultimate?
This is penultimate.
Oh, okay. Because I know it's a V for Vespertine. How many more could there be at this point?
Yeah, what could possibly be next?
Oh, I guess we'll find out. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
All right, tour. I know where we are, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Where are we?
We're at what next?
What next? And what do they have for us? Looks like breakfast.
Yes, they have pancake board and orange juice.
Oh, I love breakfast.
Yeah, pancake board looks really good.
It does.
Now, I do have these already, so I don't know if they had them on sale before or if I just got them because they're delicious. But they are on sale now, so if you don't have yourself pancake board, you should get some pancakes.
Need it. You need it. Look at that.
Yes.
It's delicious. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
But it still makes me hungry.
Yeah, of course.
So, and those just the fruit and everything looks so fresh and tasty.
It does.
All right. I don't want to make myself too hungry over here, although I know you don't mind that.
I don't. Maybe
The
you should get some
hungrier, the better,
pancakes.
right?
Yes.
All right. So we are done here then. This was the ultimate stop. So we're going to
Yes,
head
it
back
was.
to the party place and do closing
Yes.
thoughts. All right. Very
Yep.
good.
All right.
All right. We're back here on our party place to do closing thoughts. And I had 2 things before you go into your first life current events. And the first was, I never said the name of the nails, even though I looked them up. And Vinci's nails that I'm wearing are called Midnight Sparkle. And they were part of the last round of FLF. And the other thing I wanted to mention, and I was talking to Cora about this yesterday, and I've mentioned Cora before because she's one of our viewers who comments, And then typically, and I need to go back and make sure I friended everybody properly, but people who comment a lot on our videos, I end up just looking for them in World and just friending them. And so I was talking to her yesterday, and
Aw.
I was logging in and out a lot because I told you I was supposed to be editing the 50 video that we made. And then I got distracted because my AO broke again. Like, I wanted to add something to it, and I rezzed it out, and then I add something, and I pick it up, and then it doesn't work. And then I told you I thought the fix to that was relogging, and typically it is, but this time it wasn't. So I was like relogging a bunch of times, and Cora's, concerned for me at this point. Because, you see people on your friends list logging in and out repeatedly. You're like, what the hell? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
And so that's not what she said to me. She was very sweet. But she asked me if I was having difficulties, like logging in or staying online. I said, no, I'm just fighting with my AO. So we got to talking about it a little bit. And I think we may have talked about this in the past. And again, this is where I put things out to our viewers for their input on this in some way that can help me instead of me helping people. But I get frustrated because I like to make my own AO, and because there's actually a few pose makers included in the FLF designer group, but the two I tend to get most of are Lyrium and Oh My. And I like to mix them up. I like to maybe make a note card that's just Oh My poses, or a note card that's just Lyrium, or some kind of mix of both. But no matter how I do it, I don't know if I am just too demanding for the HUD I'm using. I just want too many, because you explained this to me before, where I had too many animations in the HUD, and I'm just sliding all over the place, which is very frustrating. So I was getting frustrated with that again, and I was like, you know what, I have to figure something else out. I basically use a mostly gutted Vista HUD as my HUD that I'm using, because I like the interface, but it doesn't consistently work for me, which has been frustrating. And then when I look for like an empty HUD, just a shell, like I think even Oh My had one, if I remember right. And I tried that one, and it still had similar issues. So I said, you know what? I was talking this through with Cora, because I was like, before I used to use the AO built into Firestorm, the Firestorm viewer. And that one was a bit problematic at one point, where I was just sliding around, same thing. But because Firestorm was updated recently and performed so much better, I thought, you know what, I'm at that frustration point where I'm going to try Firestorm's built-in AO again. And that's what I ended up doing. And so far, from yesterday to today, right now, it's been working pretty well. So right now,
awesome.
I have my Lyrium AO going, because I'm going to cough, so I'm going to mute for a second. I have the Lyrium one on because it seems like the typer that you enjoy me using doesn't work well with Oh My poses. Like Oh My poses are too strong. I think something about the priority, right?
Yeah.
So,
about the priority.
so and besides that, Oh My has its own fun typers, so I'm not mad at that. So my Oh My setup has all Oh My typers and poses and everything. But the Lyrium one allows for the pair wiggling animation that you like, and that was inspired by Zipper, and so the Lyrium AO has that on. So I know when you're around, I better be wearing my Lyrium AO so that I can wiggle when I type.
That's right.
But when you're not around, like last night, I was hanging out at the warehouse fussing with AOs. I was wearing my Oh My one because I don't need to wiggle for other people. So, so there's my AO story, and I think I touched on everything I had to say. So the mic is yours.
Okay, so yeah, it's the end of 2022, which has been an odd year. It has certainly been a long year. I think that we can both agree on that.
Absolutely, yes.
And I wanted to kind of go back through a couple of events, just to, not in detail, but a lot happened, and it's hard to keep track of quite everything. So we had, I know it seems like it's been going on forever, but this is the year that Russia invaded Ukraine in February, which was, kind of a disaster and continues to be. And I'm going to circle back to that because I have something more to add to that in addition to some of these other things. We had Ketanji Jackson appointed to the Supreme Court as the first Black woman on there.
That's huge, yeah.
Tragically, we had, the Roe decision flipping.
I never thought that would happen. You probably thought differently, but me and
the thing, like, that is actually a concern, because that is kind of, a lot of people hold that sort of sentiment that, like, oh, that's too far, that'll never happen. But when, one of the major political parties has been saying for decades, we want to do this, which currently they are going after other various rights, whether it's for queer people or even potentially interracial marriage. They're hinting that those are things they want to go after. And yeah, it seems like that's too far, but if they continue to get support on a long enough timeline, they will find a way to do it. Believe people when they tell you who they are.
That's exactly what I was starting to think.
Yeah. And because they're not bluffing on that stuff, and folks got to start reacting on the believing that it's not a bluff. Somewhat more recently, there have been widespread protests both in Iran and Afghanistan over women's rights. We certainly have rights issues here in the US, but these are fights that are going on all over the place in various different ways. We had the election, of course, this year, which went as well as we could hope, but that's kind of a tragic state of things, because it should be more of a landslide in one direction, but people continue to be duped into these culture war things. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure the way to get people off of that, and to start actually voting in their own self-interest rather than voting to oppress people. We did have a bit of a win with the Respect for Marriage Act. So it's been ups and downs. And so I suppose one of the things that I want to touch on is broadly speaking, people are quick to defend and champion Ukraine and defend and champion the protests that are going on in Iran and Afghanistan against their oppressive governments. Now, I bring these up because there's a double standard that people hold, and I think that it's because things are too far removed for them to recognize. So both there's all kinds of parallels that can be drawn here. So what are all of those about? Both the war in Ukraine and those mass protest movements are about resisting some form of violent oppression and subjugation. And the thing that I think people need to keep in mind is when protests happen, when large-scale protests happen against violent state violence like that, it will get messy. It does get violent. It does get very disruptive. And when it happens here, people need to support it with the same fervency that they do when it happens elsewhere. So when people are fighting for their rights here, even when it gets disruptive, recognize that it's only disruptive because more peaceful attempts to draw attention to it have failed, and the violence continues from the state. So people are going to react as they need to react. And that's something that I just think folks need to keep in mind, because yeah, it's very easy when you're not living near it to cheerlead for human rights. But when it happens in your backyard, what happens in the media is we start getting all the police narratives and all the obsession about, oh, you know, this is just a violent riot and all this stuff. And it's like, well, these things are only happening because people continue to be killed or oppressed or slowly genocided or what have you, and nothing is happening to stop it. So solve the problem, the protests stop. Like
that makes sense.
Yeah, because no one would tell Ukraine, oh, well, you should just surrender because it'll make your life easier. No one will tell the women in Iran, you should just, you know, allow yourselves to be controlled by the patriarchal government. No one says those things, but they are quick to say, well, you know, you black people, you should maybe just obey the police more. No, that's not the answer. So that's why I say there's a difference, and you know, people should examine their attitudes for how they support causes abroad versus how they support causes domestically.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, I bring that up mostly because I do think that, you know, in the face of these ongoing things, like we had a record number of anti-trans legislation this year and such. And we continue to just like pump up police budgets despite police killings of civilians continuing to go at the exact same trend it always has. Like, these problems will continue, so the civil unrest is going to continue into the next years. So that's kind of a reflection on this year, as well as a I suppose, introspection on the upcoming years. In addition to that, you know, the more laid back stuff of, I'm curious, what do you intend to do this upcoming year? I think I know the answer, but
what do you mean? What do I intend to do?
What's your goal, your resolution?
Well, I have to finish my writing project.
That's right.
That's huge.
Yes.
That's like my number one goal.
Yes, and I wanted that on
the record. And you know,
Yes.
I don't know that I've come out like clearly on what this is, and I've said it. What, you know, I've mentioned the writing goal before. It's why my avatar looks the way she does with the belly and everything, although you would want there to be other reasons, but it's one of the reasons why I got locked into this shape, because I would play with my shaping a lot, and you're like, no, we're trying to make, you know, motivation, right, to finish a writing project. But my writing project has been going on for many years, and you know, I trust my community, and I don't want to say shady or dodgy about it. I just usually don't give a lot of first life information, and I'm still not going to, but I'm just going to be a bit more clear and letting people know, because some people know that I'm working on my dissertation.
Yes.
So I'm going to be Dr. Lala next year at some point. So, and it's been a very rough road. If anyone's familiar with writing a dissertation or has any idea what that's involved with that, I do have like a committee, and there was like a person in charge who's my dissertation chair, and that person really didn't help me as much as I needed to be. I think everybody who watches our videos knows, as I've mentioned before, I'm an educator. So, you know, I understand how education works. And I was very frustrated that I didn't feel like I was getting the support I needed as a learner from my university or my chair. So it was a very long and painful road to eventually, finally, for me to request a change of chair. And then that did happen. And my new chair has really helped me tremendously, as well as outside coaches, because I am a self-help kind of person. Like, I will seek out other sources to help me out, and I've had coaches in various capacities that really did help me quite a bit. So this whole process of dissertation and earning my doctorate has been a very long and challenging road, longer than I ever imagined, and I'm very ready for it to be over in a successful way. Not over because I'm, ran out of time, the end, too bad, but done because I was successful. So that's my major goal for next year. First life goal. Yes.
I think that's a good one.
And I'm amused that you wanted to make sure I got that on the record.
Yes.
It's like, well, you got to do it now. It's on the video. You told all the people.
Exactly.
Like all 146 viewers, plus the ones that don't subscribe and watch us, are going to want to make sure that I
they're gonna
do
want
what
to be
I
checking
say.
in on you.
That's right. They maybe send me messages of motivation.
Yes.
Don't let the people down, Lala. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
So,
we want Dr. Lala.
That's right, Dr. Lala. I've always said, because I've said this to Coco too, that I would actually change my display name. I would just be Dr. Lala or Dr. Blanche or something at this point.
Perfect.
Just
yes.
Dr. Blanche. That's what people are going to call me, Dr. Blanche. So, so I look forward to being done, getting part of my first life back, because it does take so much time. That for me to carve out these times to make these videos with you is it's a release and a creative outlet that I need. Because it's just work all the time. You got first life work, then you got to do dissertation work, and it's like, where's the fun, right? All work and no play makes Lala very boring and and irritable. So I need to. Second Life has been a great outlet for that, and then adding in making videos with you and all the people we've met through making the videos has just been tremendous. And I don't know if you're meaning to launch me into thank yous, but I'll wait. But I'm just very grateful for Second Life and everything it's offered, and all the people I've met and the amazing people that we've come to know just by doing these videos. Yeah,
definitely agreed. For my part, I want to kind of restructure and get into posting things on my own YouTube channel again. Because I have my larger research projects, but I realize those take me a long time to figure out what I specifically want to say and how I want to say them. But of course, like the last one I did was an hour and 40 minutes long, and it was, I want to say, like 40,000 words or something ridiculous. So it's it's a fair bit of writing, but I can do smaller subjects and dives into things that I should be doing in the meantime. So I'm gonna be trying to figure out a good pace for that and a good structure for doing those.
I look forward to you producing those, because I know that's definitely I want to say a passion project for you.
It is,
and
very much so.
I really enjoy seeing you create those and share those with the world. And then I would love more opportunity to link your videos. So I know I have in the past. So
hopefully I can create those opportunities.
Yeah. I know it takes a lot of time, and both of us are not, we don't have an overabundance of extra time with first life work and things. And then our videos here take a regular time slot every week, which I think we both don't mind at all. We look forward to it as like I said earlier, it's a nice outlet. But I definitely want to make sure that you have the time to work on your passion project.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I think if that's all, do you have anything else you would add?
I don't think so. It's just the thank yous. Are we ready for that?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, because I think you did a wonderful job with closing thoughts, as always, and then giving us an opportunity to look forward into the next year. Wasn't expecting that. Usually you and I talk about these things before we launch into it, but we don't talk about everything. And this whole video is really not scripted. I think we just generally, have some conversation as far as what we're about to do, but a lot of it's off the cuff. So I think that's what makes our videos fun. I wouldn't want it to be something scripted. You know, we definitely have
No.
our formula, the way we do things, but it doesn't make for, you know, something that's boring and scripted. So, so thank you for that. But, and as I always say, thank you to everybody who watches our videos, everyone who's subscribed, even the ones who don't. I would encourage you to do it, because I think Tour will do another Speedo if I reach 200.
I will. I absolutely
I'm
will.
gonna hold you to that. Every 100 I accomplish, definitely.
I'm not
Every
gonna say
100.
but
Every
I will.
100.
I'll do it for the next one.
I still think you owe me 46 days of Speedo.
I know you think that.
So anyway, I would encourage those who are maybe on the fence about subscribing to do it. I know people have their reasons or don't. You know, it's just a number. It's fun to add to the community, to see the number go up. It's, you know, it's validating, and I'll be honest. But again, I enjoy the comments, the likes, sharing with friends. Comment wherever you do. Like, I know Cora likes to comment on Flickr. People comment directly on the videos. I've had people comment on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. So, you know, there's a lot of different places for people to interact, and I definitely value all of that. So thank you to everyone who engages with us on in any which way that you do. And I hope anyone watching this video has an amazing 2003.
I would totally echo that sentiment, both of the thank yous and the well wishes for the upcoming year. So we will see you in 2023.
2023. See you then.